aspirants, this is me Yasmin Gill presenting to you the PIB MCQs of 19th of January. So you can follow all these videos on this particular link, plus friends, do rate and review the lessons. So let's begin with a couple of instructions. Do watch yesterday's PIB summary, plus as soon as you attempt all these questions, do mention your scorecard. Beginning with the first question, somewhat of we did yesterday in PIB. So which of them is true of Chwar uprising? A, it took place after 1857 revolt. B, the uprising was most prevalent in Midnapur and Bankura districts of Bengal. C, the uprising was led at different times by various personalities such as Madari Pasi, Umaji Nayak, etc. So looking at the correct answer here, the correct answer to this question is only B. Why? Firstly, it did not take place after 1857, rather very much before 1857. It was primarily around 1798, 1799. If you look at C, uprising at different times, firstly, this Chwar uprising did not take place just in 2 years. So it was spread over various, I would say, a big interval of time. And as far as the leaders are concerned, these were not the leaders of Chwar uprising. Rather, the popular leaders included Jagannath Singh, Durjan Singh, etc. Next, what among this is true of 9th schedule? So why 9th schedule is in news? We'll do it in the next slide. Coming to the options here, A, it was added to Constitution via First Amendment Act. B, the schedule was added to protect land reforms and some other laws from judicial review. C, Article 31B saves acts included in the 9th schedule from being invalidated on grounds of contravention of any of the fundamental rights. So looking at the options here, see the first one, absolutely correct. Earlier there used to be only 8 schedules, but after the constitution got implemented, 4 other schedules were added, making the total number to 12. So 9th was added via First Amendment Act. If you look at B, schedule was added primarily to protect land reforms as well as certain other laws and acts from judicial review. If you look at point C is wrong. Why? Because it doesn't protect any of the fundamental rights. So just citing it, in a 2007 judgment, Supreme Court itself said that there cannot be any blanket immunity from judicial review. Plus, it also said that laws which were passed after April in 1973, that is after the basic structure got into focus, they are open to challenge if they violate Article 14, 15, 19 or 21 or the basic structure itself of the Indian Constitution. So why in news? Because Jats of Haryana, they are demanding that the law which enabled them to get the reservation quota, that should be put under the 9th schedule so as to enable the immunity from judicial review. Next, what is true of Model Code of Conduct? A, it began with assembly elections in Karnataka. B, in its current form, the code was issued in 1991. C, both of them are correct. D, none of them is correct. So due to elections, MCC is in news. So coming to the correct answer here, the correct answer to this question is only B. So in its current form, it was, yes, this particular thing was institutionalized and issued in 1991. As far as the beginning is concerned, it began with the state that is Kerala and not Karnataka. So initially it began as mere guidelines, but then on it began to be used by other states and overall in the Lok Sabha elections as well. So we here have only B as the correct option. Next question. Appeal to vote or to increase their prospects of winning on which of the following grounds is a corrupt practice as per section 123 of RPA 1951. So this is also in news because of the recent judgment of Supreme Court. So which of the following are not the grounds on which by appeal can be done? Religion, race, caste, language, religious symbols, D, national symbols. So national symbols include, for example, flag, anthem, etc. And the correct answer to this question is that appeal to any one of them comes under the corrupt practice. So we here have all of these as the correct answer. Next, which of the following is correct? A, Kevlar is a material used in bulletproof vests. B, Kevlar is a very flexible material. C, its long and parallel chains of molecules prevent the bullet from penetrating. So why news will study in the next slide. Coming to the option C, first one, you must be aware of this Kevlar, a very popular material in bulletproof. Even once in PIB MCQs also we covered it. If you look at part B, Kevlar is a very flexible material. Yes, it is very flexible, and indeed, why cannot the bullet penetrate into it? Because of its long and parallel chains of molecules. So what has happened recently is that British scientists, that is the scientists of Britain, they have come up with the tightest ever knot of molecules that can be done. Molecules as well as atoms. So for this, what they did was they mixed certain elements such as oxygen, nitrogen and carbon in a solution with certain metal ions. Metal ions included, for example, iron ions. Now these iron ions were very sticky in nature, and the organic molecules, they sticked around those iron ions, thus creating various crisscrossings and producing a very tight knot. So this is why it's in news, and it was covered in day before yesterday's Indian Express. Next question. Which of the following is true of Mahanadi and its tributaries? A. Mahanadi flows through Chhattisgarh and Odisha. B. Sank and South Koel are the tributaries of Mahanadi. C. Both of them are correct, or D. None of them is correct. So recently we know a negotiation committee has been formed on the same. So looking at the options here, the correct answer is only A. So why is B wrong? Why? Because Shank and South Koel, they are not the tributaries of Mahanadi, rather they are the tributaries of Brahmani, and Brahmani is in further a tributary of Mahanadi. So it's Brahmani which meets Mahanadi and not these two rivers. Next. Which of these is true of Blackbuck? For obvious reasons, it's in news. A very popular actor recently he went to court for the same thing. So A. Blackbuck is a deer. B. They are often caught by cheetahs. C. They are mainly found in open grassland areas. D. It has antlers. So looking at the options here, the correct answer to this question is B and C. So there's a difference between what is a deer and what Blackbuck actually is. So Blackbuck is an antelope. This is an antelope. So Blackbuck is an antelope, and antelope has horns. They do not have antlers, something which you see on deers. So you can just click on the pictures, and thereby you will come to know of the difference between an antelope and a deer. So Blackbuck is an antelope and it has horns and not the antlers as was mentioned in the D option. So we here have B and C as the correct option. Also you can follow the same link regarding to know more about the Blackbuck. Next. What is true of National Commission for Protection of Child Rights? A. It was established in 2005. B. It's a statutory body. C. The commission consists of a chairperson and 6 members. D. Census of India considers children to be any person below the age of 18. So looking at the option here, see the first one is wrong. Why? Because the commission was established in 2007, though the act under which it was established was passed in 2005. So obviously comes under act and therefore it's a statutory body. If you look at part C, yes, chairperson plus 6 members. D is wrong. Why? Because as per census, child is any person under 14 and not under 18. So we here have B and C as the correct options. Next. What is true of IORA, that is Indian Ocean Rim Association, for which a recent MOU regarding MSME sector was signed? So A. Indian Ocean is the world's third largest ocean. B. IORA was created in 1997. C. India and Pakistan both are members of IORA. The correct answer to this question is A and B. C is wrong. Why? Because Pakistan is not a member of IORA. Also, Indian Ocean is, yes, the world's third largest ocean after Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. So we here have A and B as the correct option. Next question. Which of them is a corrupt practice as per section 123 of RPA Act 1951? A. Bribery. B. Publication of the false statement of fact in relation to personal character of conduct of any candidate. C. Booth capturing. D. Hiring of any vehicle or use of it for free conveyance of any elector. So, well, the correct answer to this question is that all of these are the corrupt practices as per section 123 of RPA Act 1951. So, we here have all of these as the correct answer. So, friends, that's it for today. If you find the initiative useful, do not forget to rate and review it. Thank you so much.